welcome to episode 217 of the Cat Lady channel. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T, which stands for Craft All the Things. I am primarily a knit and crochet channel, but also do other fiber art such as weaving, sort of. Like I have like a little speed loom. I do spinning occasionally and other fibery stuff, but I also try to work on other things. So like I'll show off some diamond dot paintings, or I used to do cross stitch. I'm looking on the wall. I have cross stitch on the wall, sewing. I have a sewing machine. So I dabble in a lot of things, but primarily this is a fiber arts related channel. So like knit and crochet. So today you will see a lot of knit and crochet. If you would like to follow me on social media, you can find me as the Cat Lady, 2 T's, online pretty much everywhere. So I have a Instagram that I use a lot, Facebook, a Discord server, which is linked down below, which we can chat. I do a lot of chatting in there. I have a nice little group in there. And I'm also on Ravelry. I don't heavily use Ravelry, but I try to update all my projects with all the yarn I'm using, all the projects, everything I talk about, I try to list down below in the comment, or not the comments, in the description box. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or send me an email to craftycatlady@gmail.com and I will respond to you as timely as I can. I think that is it for the formalities. I record snippets throughout the week and post on Fridays, so you will see kind of cuts in and out and showing you my progress. I do tend to get a little off topic a little bit on tangents. I talk about my family and whatever, and I also tend to repeat things because I am recording snippets. So like if I mention a project multiple times, it's because I'm showing you what I'm doing, and just, you know, repetition is how you remember things, right? So if you have any questions, again, feel free to comment below. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe and share and follow and all those fun things. So again, thank you so much for everyone who entered into the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I did hear back from the winter. Oh my gosh. I did hear back from the winner, and I will be sending out that package this week. So thank you all again, and congratulations to Tina, who won the package. It is almost spring, but it is snowing today, which is really annoying. So I am from Michigan, and the weather here is just, this is typical. This is typical Michigan weather, but I hate it. I love it and I hate it. I love Michigan. I really love having 4 seasons, but like by the time you hit like February, March, it's just like, I'm done. So I am currently in the I'm done phase of this weather. So anywho, I've made quite a bit of progress on my Winter League pullover. This is by 2 of Wands. It is a bulky weight sweater. I am repurposing yarn that I made a sweater out of for Rhinebeck, and then I made a cardigan, and it was supposed to be made out of super bulky yarn, but I made it out of bulky yarn. Of course, it didn't fit properly. I still wore it. I could wear it, but it was like a fitted cardigan, which it wasn't great. And then the pocket started to like unravel, and I'm like, I'm just pulling this whole thing out. So, and I am making decent progress, and this is going to fit. So this is big. This is actually going to be like roomy. So it'll be a nice cozy winter sweater that now we're going into spring. I don't know why I decided to cast this on, but whatever. I like fast knits, so that's why. So here is where we are. Last you saw, I was at this marker here, so I am now here, but not really. I am actually working on, it is a split hem, split ribbed hem. Is that what it's called? So I am working on one side of the ribbing, and then I will come back and work on the other side. So I have a couple more rows on this side, and I did try it on. If I recall, if I put a picture in, if I remember. And I'm making it like, it should be long enough, but I'm not making it like super long. Usually I make my sweaters kind of long, so that I'm almost like tunic length, so that I can wear them with leggings and stuff. This one, I think it's designed more for a jean look, and it does, like the armhole is really big. I am a little concerned about the arms being too big, but I think it'll be okay. And looking at the picture in the pattern, it just looks like it's gonna be a big roomy sweater, so I think that's fine. We shall see. I've been known to have issues with sleeves. Like half the sweaters I've made, I've had issues with the sleeves, but usually they're too tight. So like, never had one that's too big. So, but anyways, it should be fine. It's gonna be fine. So that is that. So this is coming out really nice. So obviously I have to do the neckline and the sleeves, but once I do a sleeve, once I do a sleeve and know that it's gonna be right, second sleeve should be fine. I should be able to finish the ribbing today. It's asking for a tubular cast off, which I've never done, so I'm going to look that up and see if I even want to bother And if I don't want to bother, I'm just going to do a regular cast off. And then the neckline is supposed to be like a double, like a folded brim. So you like knit it really big, fold it in half, and then sew it to itself. Which I don't know, that might be too bulky, number one. Number two, I might just want a regular neckline. So I don't know. Those are things I might modify. So we shall see. So stay tuned for that. But I will move my little marker. Potentially, actually, probably not. Probably you just kind of remember that I'm at the ribbing. And we'll see where I get to next time in the next segment. And that is living in, the yarn is Michael's Loops and Threads Charisma in dark blue, I think. It's just dark blue. I can get more of this yarn, so if I run out, okay, so I have this much. This should get me through the ribbing. This should get me through the ribbing. I think. I hope. Yeah. Yeah. I could start a new ball for the second half of ribbing just to make sure I don't run out, but I really don't want to do that. I'm gonna see where I'm at the end of this one. I think this will get me through the ribbing. I really don't want to join a new ball in the ribbing. But then I have two of the, I keep looking at my yarn shelf. I think I have two more mostly full skeins left. Again, I took this apart from another sweater, so some of it were like bits and pieces, but I think I have two left, so I'm hoping on one per sleeve. I don't really know. And then I have two used skeins left. I have one full unopened, like I never used it for the first project left. So 1.5 skeins per sleeve should be enough, I think. It's hard with bulky because it just goes so fast. So that's living in a bag that Sarah made me. It's the part of the Reluctant Sisters podcast that they don't really podcast anymore, but that's how I met them. So really cute autumn, fall. Not really. I need spring bags. I don't have any like spring bags, so, but this one's cute. I like it. Okay, so in other news, I tore apart my crochet case because I tried. I really tried. So obviously the last you saw, it was too big. I'm going to fix this. I don't like that it droops. I kind of want it, more high. But anyway, I'll tell you what this is later. I ripped it out, or no. It was too big. So I actually washed and dried it thinking maybe it would snug up a little bit, and it did. But then I started to like seam it to fit the hooks in, and the hook kept getting stuck in the top and like, snagging the yarn in the top. So I'm like, this isn't great because that's going to just do that. And then I'm thinking that's not going to fit all my hooks. Honestly, I have a large set of hooks. It goes from like 2 millimeter to, there's a really big one, like a 25 millimeter. I mean, there was a big gap in between. It was like 10 millimeter, then 25 millimeter, but it was a lot of hooks. And I have some duplicates that I'd like to fit in there. So it's not going to work. So I think I need to either sew one or just buy one. So that's where I'm at. So now I caked this yarn. I attempted to put, this yarn is just cursed apparently, because I attempted to put it through my AliExpress cranking machine, and I actually got almost all the way through, and then, well, there's multiple, I have to keep joining in because it's cut into 3 pieces. I had the main piece, I had the flap, top flap, bottom flap, I had the border, I had all these pieces. So I joined in one of the pieces and something happened, and it left this weird hole thing, and I took it off the machine after I was done and tried to like fiddle with it, and I made it worse. So I had to take it out again. So now we're at the second time this yarn has gone through some process and failed. So I don't really need another hat from the cranking. I mean, I could make it and then donate it or something. Maybe one of the kids would want it. I don't know. So I might try cranking it again because I don't really know what else to use this for now. I could make some fingerless mitts. I don't know. I'm running into the problem where I don't need anything anymore. Like, I have so many shawls, and okay, I need more like sweaters and like fun little tops and stuff like that, and like skirts and like wearables, like full-on wearables. I need more of those, but that requires a lot more yarn and a lot more planning, and I don't have a lot of use for like one skeins anymore because I have so much accessories. But I love making them, and I want to make them, and I'm looking at a bag full of accessories over there that hasn't seen the light of day. And then I have like, I've been trying to wear my shawls and stuff more, which has been going pretty well, but what is a knitter to do? So that's the saga of this. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It might just go away for a while. I tried. In other news, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw a picture of my horrible socks. So these were one of the earliest socks I made, I think. These are the Rose City Rollers. I know that much. I don't remember the yarn. But these were made quite a while ago, but I have got a giant hole starting. I mean, it's not quite a hole, but it's very, very, very thin right there in the heel, and then a couple holes in the toe. Yeah, this yarn just totally, like, I do wash these. I hang dry them, but I wash them. They've probably been through the dryer once or twice, but yeah, this yarn totally faded. So I got some holes there, and they're all pilly. Yeah, so this did not hold up. I mean, that held up fine. They're really old, but both socks have the same wear pattern. They have 2 holes in the toe area and 1 at the heel. This one's not as bad as this one. And then I have this pair, which this was made from a Gail's Art sock link. And these, again, are pretty old, too. But I noticed these have, this one's got a, yeah, this got a wear spot there. Don't know. I think just the one sock does. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that's getting a little thin in spots here, but it's still okay. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? I can see it's, like, thin there, but, like, I mean, it's thin, like, everywhere. Like, do you just wait till it gets a hole in it and then, or you do wait till it gets, like, to this point where that's an obvious hole and then mend it? I think that's what I'm going to do, because I can't really, like, looking at it, it looks like I just have to mend the whole bottom. Someone did make a comment that, like, you could put in a lifeline and then re-knit the whole bottom, like the whole toe. But it's kind of well beyond the toe. And I probably have a chunk of this left, but it would look weird, so I don't know. I like the idea of patches better. So I have 2 socks to patch, this sock to patch. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'll be honest, I don't know when I'm going to do it, because I have so many socks to wear anyways. It's not like a priority, but I bought a speed weave to try it out. I have no idea how to use this. I've watched a couple videos. The instructions in here are supposedly not great, but it's this little contraption that this goes into here. Let's put this on here. So this goes into the sock. And this is a big pad. I don't know. So hopefully I bought a big enough thing. So, okay. Actually, this one's the smaller one. But anyways, so you put it in here. So now you can see the hole better. And then you stick this here. And there's rubber bands. So, and then you start so this is like weaving. It's pretty much weaving. So you start at the bottom with your yarn, you can loop it around the hook, come back down, loop it around the hook, and which makes your warp, and then you start weaving back and forth. So it sounds like it's gonna be kind of a pain, but it might be kind of fun. And again, it's something new, and I don't want to throw these out. I really don't. Same with the crochet thing. I was like this close. It literally ended up in my trash can. I was in my trash can. I'm like, it's bad for the environment. Not that I am like environmentally sound with anything. Like, we throw plastic away more than we should. But I really had a hard time throwing that away because I had a hard time ripping it out. I couldn't find the ends. I had woven in the ends pretty well. I'll put a link to this specific speed weave down below. It's a 14 pin. It wasn't too expensive. It was under $20 on Amazon. I want to say it was like $10. I don't know. So I don't like wasting things. I don't like wasting things, and we do waste things plenty of times, but I don't like it, and when I can avoid it, I try to. So I like had that in the trash, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't put it in the trash. I took it out, and finally managed to rip it out, and there it is. So like, same with the socks. I like throwing like just flat out fabric in the trash just seems wrong. So I'm gonna try to fix those at some point. In other news, I finished, and one of them, oh no, okay, thought one of them had been stolen. I finished the weekend chickens. So these were the 2 skeins of yarn I picked up last week. And they're all slightly different. I love it. They all have like little personalities. I was looking at the ones in my car, and all their eyes are on like placed differently. I always just place them on wherever I think look good for the moment. So like, these ones are farther apart than this one. This one's kind of bigger than this one. It's a little crooked, but but they're all just like little, just got little personalities. So that was the two in that color. The kids stole the really springy looking ones that I had last week. So they were like yellow, blue, and pink, like speckled with the white. They both took one of those. I really like these orange ones, so I'm kind of glad they kept those. I'll probably keep one of those. I am going to give away most of the rest of them probably, but I don't want to. I don't need them all, but they're so cute. No, here's the other chickens. Just so cute. So yeah, that is Courtney the chicken ribbler pattern. I will link it down below. And this is Bernat blanket yarn. You're using a 8mm hook, I believe. And for the blanket, and then 10mm eyes, I think. And I used a G hook, 4.5mm for the little combs, and just big twist yarn. And this is in big twist yarn, and so is his little beak is in big twist yarn. So they have now requested I make ducks, and I did find a cute little free duck pattern, but I think it's gonna be hard to find the yarn for. Like you need to, like this Bernat, I don't see a lot of solid colors. Maybe I'm just mistaken, but I always see like the speckly and the variegated colors. But the duck required like solid colors. I mean, and I don't have to use Bernat, so I need like a velvety blanket yarn. There was white, yellow, and then there was like a mallard that was like green, yellow, and white, or green and white and something else. But you needed a little orange for the beak. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, because that one these ones are like so easy. That's why I love this. It's like so easy. I can sit down and do it in like a half an hour. So I have also made an I-cord. Now this is kind of form, and I'll try to pull it out later this week. This is for my, I still gotta weave in the ends, but this is for my cardigan, my Endless Eyelets cardi, that I was just gonna kind of like weave it in and then be able to tie it in a bow, just to kind of hold it closed, so I could tie it up here, I could tie it down here. I mean, I could kind of do whatever I want with it, and it's not attached. Or I could make a second one and then attach it to each side, and then it'd be a tie. But for some reason, I don't really want it attached. I kind of like to keep it optional. So I need to weave in the ends. But I used my Cordsmith, and I've talked about this briefly before, but this makes I-cord. Now, this yarn wasn't the most forgiving. I did throw this in the wash and dryer too, just to kind of soften it up, and it's a little fuzzy, but this yarn wasn't the most pleasant to use. It took a lot of kind of like maneuvering, and it was a little slow going, but it was fine. And I took a little video clip of me making this I-cord to talk about that. And I will be showing off how to use it. I mean, just how I use it, and showing a little demonstration of that. I will link below where I got this from. But yeah, it's just basically it's a 3D plastic gripper with some latch hook needles in it. And so once you cast on your yarn, you're essentially wrapping it around, pulling it through, wrapping it around, pulling it through. So it's like knitting your 3 stitches like you would on knitting needles. And usually then you have to slide them down to the other side, which then wraps the yarn around, pull it, and knitting it again. So this knits all 3 at the same time. And you can see, you know, when your yarn's attached here, you're starting out your new round over here. So it's making the I-cord. So that is that. So yeah, I have an I-cord that I will try to demonstrate later this week with the cardigan. Lastly, I've been plugging along on my, it's you know, it's a little slow going. I'm losing momentum, and I am thinking I still need to sit down. I did debate, like, do I need to like sit and do a live stream of me just seaming these, just like throw a video out there and chat with people and just start seaming these and like make a video. I don't know. Maybe that's crazy, but like I just thought of something like to keep me entertained a little bit while I do these, because I really don't want to seam these, and there's so many. So got 3 more of these. Yeah, so how many do I have left in my bag? Yeah, I know. I was going through all my crochet hooks, and then I totally even missed this one. So like that was even more. There was no way those were all gonna fit in that little case. So because I missed that one. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more in here, and then another 15 in the skein that's left. And somebody, it should be coming today, so I'll show you, but you'll know what it is when I tell you. Someone is sending me 2 rounds of this yarn. So if you recall from a couple weeks ago, I mentioned that I am short. you're supposed to get 14, you're guaranteed, still no guarantee probably, 14 rounds of colors in the skein. It says on the skein, the skein that you get 14 per skein. But consistently all my skeins have had 15. So I kind of was banking that I was going to get 15 per skein. The last one, this one here that I'm working on now, only had 14. So I need 90 squares or 90 motifs, and that was going to cut me short. So I didn't, and I don't know if the second skein, the one I have left, I don't know how many is in there, so I could be too short. So she's sending me 2 repeats of this colorway. Obviously, dye lot might be an issue, but it's not gonna be an issue. After I'll piece them in there anyways, and it'll be close enough. Famous last words. It'll be close enough. So that was super nice of her. So that is actually the tracking said it will be delivered today. So I will have 2 more repeats to do. Oh, I do have a spring bag. This is my Spring-O-Ween bag from Happy Little Yarn. So my little spring goes. So I do have a spring bag. So there you have it. St. Patrick's Day was yesterday, and the leprechaun came and decorated the table for the kids. I never talked about my weekend. Actually, it was a nice weekend. It was an interesting weekend. Anyways, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and the leprechaun came and decorated the table, and we had a bunch of stickers, and that was one of the cute stickers. So it was a little llama with a leprechaun hat, so I kept that one. There were some other ones with cats and stuff that I kept too, and there was a lot of stickers. I have way too many St. Patrick's Day stickers now. So, but the weekend, the kids went camping for Scouts, which it was cold. It was, I mean, they've been out and colder, but it was cold. But it was okay. They were only like a half an hour away, so they weren't super far, which was good because we got a phone call on Saturday that Emily needed stuff and blah, 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 and she wanted to come home and she had a headache, blah, blah, blah. So, and this happens frequently with her, like she kind of freaks out for a bit. We have to usually bring her something. One time her tent flooded, so obviously she needed new everything. She needed a new sleeping bag, So we went up there and brought her some stuff, and I got her some, Tylenol, whatever. Brought the kids each a candy bar. And so they left on Friday. Jim and I just kind of hung out, watched dumb YouTube videos on Friday. Got pizza at like 11 o'clock. Or it was like 10 o'clock, which was fun. We ate a lot of junk all weekend. And then Saturday, we spent half the day driving back and forth to get Emily her stuff. And then, what did we do Saturday night? Did we watch YouTube? I think we watched more stupid YouTube videos. I think that's what we did. And then Sunday, we picked them up. Sunday was St. Patrick's Day, so we got them around a little before lunchtime. And just had a chill day yesterday. And, St. Patrick's Day, you should have, which reminds me, you're supposed to eat like corned beef and whatever, and, oh shoot, I don't have bread. I'm making corned beef today. I should run out to the store and get a nice crusty loaf of bread, because that's like the best part, is like having a nice, I might have rolls, but darn, but I have to get the corned beef in the crock pot. I'm thinking about that too. So here's one of those tangents I talk to you about, but oh boy, and I'm recording a lot today. Anyways, so instead of corned beef yesterday, because they were gone, and we did promise them, we actually told them we were going to get pizza, but then Jim and I didn't want pizza because we had pizza on Friday. We went and got Mexican food, and actually it was kind of busy there. So we got our favorite Mexican food from Jalapenos restaurant, which is like the best Mexican restaurant ever. And then we came home and had green cupcakes and green burners. So that was how we celebrated. But today we're having corned beef and potatoes and carrots, and apparently I have to go to the store and get some bread. So, or maybe I'll have rolls. I hope I have rolls. I really don't want to go out. So, like I said, it's kind of snowy and gross out. I really don't want to go outside. Okay, with that, I'm going to stop this clip for the day, because this is a long clip. So I am going to go, and we'll see you in the next segment. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, so a little bit of an update for the week. And I have been busy, sort of busy, on my sweater. So this is the Winter League Pullover by 2 of Wands. Last you saw I was just starting part of the ribbing. Can't remember if I think I was on the one side. So all the ribbing is done. So the body is now completely done of the sweater. I did not do a tubular bind off because I really didn't want to. It sounded like a pain in the butt. I did something called like, it was supposed to be some kind of like mock tubular bind off. I'll put the video I watched below. I don't know if I love it, but that's fine. I think since it's bulky yarn, it just looks kind of funky. It might kind of, when I'm wearing it, it's not noticeable. Like I did put it on and it was fine. If I wash and dry it and kind of get it all settled, maybe it'll be better anyways, but you know, it looks okay. I don't know. Is anyone really going to be like staring at the hems of my clothing? Because if they are, then that's a problem to begin with. So I don't think it matters that much. So I'm going with it. I'm not changing it. I'm going to do the same method for the sleeves. And then I got to figure out what I'm doing with the neck. I am getting scared about my yarn though. I feel like I'm missing. Like I thought I had 6 skeins total, which counting my ends in here, I had 3 here. I have 1 in this bag. And then I got the full skein. I swore there was another one. I swore there was 6. Maybe there was only 5. I don't know. And I'll have to go back maybe, I don't know if I've looked back in my Ravelry page if I have it in there, or if I need to look back at my previous video when I was holding up the yarn. I feel like there's a cake missing. And I don't know where it could be. And I could just be going crazy. So, because this is all I have left of this one. And I'm on the sleeve. But, I mean, if this takes me through a sleeve, then I'll be fine. And then I have another full skein, a new one, that could take me to the other sleeve. And then I would just have to worry about the neckline, which I have a couple bits, like I'll have to like piece it together, which isn't gonna be the best, but I probably won't do the folded over thing. I'll just do a regular neckline and leave it at that. So yeah, I'm a little concerned, but I think I'll make it work. And worst case scenario, I can go buy another skein. I believe they still sell that color. And if it's just like for the neckline, then it won't be super noticeable. I don't think it'll be fine. So that is that. I think I mentioned that I was getting in the mail some spare yarn. So lovely, lovely viewer sent me, and this looks like way more than 2. So there is like, that's like almost like half a skein. Yeah, I can see there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 4 in here, if not more. So thank you so much. I will definitely be putting that in my blanket. And she added, I gotta email her back like now. She sent me a little pin. So cute. It's a little black kitty cat. That's adorable. So thank you very much. I will send you a message today because I'm kind of bad at responding to emails lately. So I'll put that away later. I just like decided to stop and drop everything and make myself a little neck handkerchief. I don't know why. And this is, I will get a little bit closer so you can see it. This is crocheted and it's very just standard crochet. It's all just single crochets. It's kind of a crochet version of the Sophie scarf, which was by Petite Knit, which I just wanted something quick. So I literally made this morning. So I sat down on the couch this morning. It's a horrible, horrible, no good day. It's the second day of spring and there's snow on the ground and it's cold and it's windy. And I was like very grumpy this morning. So I just sat down with my crochet hook and my coffee and I knocked this out this morning. So, but now I have to go out and I'm very sad about that. So I have to actually go out into the cold and go to Meijer and go shopping and do the adulting things that I don't want to do. So once again, I will put it was a very, very, it was a tutorial. It was a video tutorial, but it was like not super explained. And I even was like, I had to watch it like a couple times to really figure out like, which it was easy, but like where to increase and decrease, it was very confusing. And in the comments where people were like, is it here or is it there? Is it what? So, I will put that down there, but if you have any questions, just ask because I figured it out. And I think I might have, it's very forgiving. You're tying it around your neck. It's, it's pretty much just a long, you start with a small amount, you go increase to a center point, and then you decrease back down. So it's like a very mini triangle kind of. So, which you can't even tell when it's being worn because it's kind of folded and stuff. So, you could even really, for something like this, it could have just been a flat. You kind of, to get the tapered end, so you could do like a biased kind of shape, which, I don't know. So, anyways, that's all I have for this afternoon, I think. Stay tuned for some other videos posting next week. I will be talking about the next week and the week after. Where did I put it? I had it in my hand and then I put it down somewhere. I will be talking about the Cordsmith. Oh, there we go. I did film some videos. I think I already showed you my cord that I have. Yeah, because I was going to show it to you. I did weave in the ends. So I need to put my cardigan on and show you. But yeah, I did record some snippets of how I use this. It's hard to see. Cordsmith. And then I have my top favorite knitting crochet notions video. There was a short that was posted the other day, and the full video for that will be posted probably next week or the week after. I don't know. I'm kind of stagger out. I record a handful of videos like together, and then I'm staggering them out a little bit just to keep the channel active is kind of the plan. So stay tuned for those. If you have, that's it. I made the African flower. That one's going to post Monday. I think I already uploaded it and scheduled it for Monday. So yeah, I have kind of a backlog now, which is not bad. I did the tutorial for the African flower in a square, and I did like a more full length tutorial. I tried my best. I'm not like a tutorialist per se, but I tried to go slow and show each stitch and explain what I was doing a little more thoroughly than I did in the other videos where I just was kind of showing my method, and kind of like what she did here. She just kind of like, wasn't really a tutorial. It was kind of like, this is what I do very quickly, and we're going to speed through, and we're just going to kind of give you a rough overview. That is what the originals were by me. So now I did a more thorough one of the African violet in a square. If you're interested in the hexie, I thought about doing one, but I mean, there's no really reason to do one unless somebody wants to see it, because I mean, I followed other tutorials and then adapted it myself. But if someone is interested in an actual, like, more detailed, maybe check out the square one and see if it's good enough that maybe you could follow along with the hexie one, I will do that too. So they're kind of fun to make. So that's it for now. I'm going to venture out into the cold. Oh gosh, I can just see it's windy and gross. So maybe I'm going to start my car first, let it warm up, and then I will venture out and get some things done. So I'll be back on Friday with, hopefully I'll get a sleeve finished. So I like to set myself little mini goals. So I guess my mini goal, I mean, I've still got a ways to go, but my mini goal would be to maybe finish a sleeve this week. I hate sleeves. I've determined, like, that's my least favorite part of the sweater is the sleeves. So it is a slog. I am slogging through. It's bulky. It should be going fast, but I feel like it's not going fast enough. Like, this is not long enough. I should be farther. So, so wish me luck on that. I will see where I get by the end of the week. And I will see you there. Hey guys, happy Friday. It's March 22nd. It is snowing outside. Looks like a serene winter day when it's really spring, and I'm really done and over it. The kids are home because it's a snow day, and next week is spring break, so they're home for a while. So, moving on. So, did I finish my sleeve like I said I would this week? No. No, I did not. I think I was at like the green marker, so I made a little bit of progress. It's a slog. It's a slog, and I'm like angry. I'm angry about it. I don't know why. I need to get through it. It's gonna be fine, but I am concerned about yarn, and if I'm gonna run out of yarn, but I'm not gonna know if I don't work on it. So yeah, I need to get that done. So this is the Winter League Pullover by Two of Wands. And I'm using Charisma, loops and thread, Charisma yarn. And it's just slow going. And I mean, I don't know. It's fine. Moving on. So instead of that, what was I doing then this week if I was not working on my sweater? Maybe I was working on this. This took me a day and a half. So last I recorded, I think, was Wednesday. So like after I made the white one, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. After I made the white one, I'm like, I want to make another one. And this one was a little too short. Like I could loop it once and it kind of hung down. I could loop it twice. I want to say I did it on camera. I can't remember exactly. And it just had the tiniest little ends, which was still cute. but I wanted it to loop twice and have the ties. This is kind of, it's based off this. This was a tutorial based off the Sophie by Petite Knit. I did some just random searching on scarflets, whatever, on Ravelry, and this was called The Simple Thing. Can't remember the designer name. I will link it below like I do everything. But this was called The Simple Thing, and it was basically a similar style, but it's just a little, it's essentially just a little bit of, it's a little triangle, kind of. But this one, I actually did not make a little triangle. So I looked up this pattern and really just went off the rails with it because I started doing it the way the pattern was doing, and it was increasing too fast, and I didn't want it that big. So then I adapted it and just spaced out the decreases. I picked random, I think I started at every 6 rows, and then I did every 8 rows for a while, and then I adapted as I went to make it the size I wanted. And then instead of stopping and then starting the decreases right away, it's gonna be all kind of wrinkly because I've been wearing it, I pretty much just made it flat in the middle. So I did all my increases to about here. I did flat until I decided the length I wanted, and then went back and did the decreases. So it's really just a rectangle, essentially, with tapered ends. So, which is what I wanted. Which actually I think I like better than the little point, but I mean the point's fine, but now I gotta put it back on. So, well, actually I'll show it to you first before I put it back on. So this is knit. This is crochet. And I mean, looking at them side by side, like, do I really like one better than the other? I don't think so. I thought maybe while I was knitting this, I was like, oh, maybe I really like the knit better. This one took a lot longer. I mean, this one like took a day and a half. This took like 2 hours. I'm a bit of a product knitter, so I like to get the thing done. So like, if I make more, I might make more crochet, but I would make it a little bit longer and maybe a little bit wider. So this one's only like 3.5 inches. Maybe this is 5. I might even just go in the middle, like maybe 4.5 inches. I don't know. This is a little bit big, but, and this is like 40 inches. I haven't measured it. I kind of steamed it out just to make it a little more looser. I haven't measured the final. This was only like 32 inches. So I felt like this one was too short. This is definitely long enough. Oh, I was going to show you up close. So here's the, you know, it's just basic garter stitch, but it's got this really cute I-cord border. And then this is just single crochet. And it's got the applied single crochet border. So it's got like kind of a, it's not really an I-cord, but it's a nice little finished edge. So do you have a preference? Like some people really hate crochet, the way crochet looks as like garments and stuff. I mean, this isn't really a garment, but I don't know. I'm thinking I might just have to keep making both styles. So like, I really want like a light pink one. So maybe I'll crochet a light pink one if I have the yarn for it. So now I gotta figure out which one is the front and which is the back. Okay, I think it's the front. So then put it back on. I mean, and you could wear this in different ways. You could wear it as just like a little scarf like that. But I really wanted something I could wrap around kind of and have the little bow look. And there's a lot of cute little ascot style scarflets that have like an actual bow. And I did make one. I've made one like twice. I made the same pattern twice. I had a friend who wanted me to make it for her, and she bought me the pattern. And it was hard. It was hard. It was like a braided, cabled kind of, it was like a cabled border, and it was a very unique design. And then you had to like seam it. And it was challenging, but I made it twice for her. And she loved it, and it was super cute. And I was going to make one for myself, and I think I even started one for myself at one point, and then I gave up on it because I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. So I could go back to that one, but there were some other cute ones on Ravelry that might be a little easier. I don't know. I'd have to look at the patterns. But I will link the tutorial that I used for this, which was a video. I will link the pattern of the simple thing, but it's really not. But I used the increases and the decreases for that, and just spaced out. Like I used what she used, which was knit 2 together was the decrease, and make 1 right was the increase. So very basic. But then I just decided I spaced out my increases differently, basically. So, and then this one, now that I've watched a video, guess what comes up in my like For You page on YouTube? Another video. So I'm gonna actually watch that video and see if it's easier, because this one was hard to follow. So if I look at the other one and it's better, then I'll put both of them in, if the second one is better. And I actually might use that one. I mean, again, this was all very basic. It was just like single crochet and increase until you're done, and then decrease until you're done. So, I mean, it was very basic. So really doesn't need a pattern. But if you're, you know, a visual learner and beginner, a crocheter, then it's helpful. But yeah, I really like this. And I tried to make it look like kind of vintagey, you know, the little cardigan 50s look. So I'll have to get a few pictures. I'm trying to be better at getting finished object pictures. I've been slacking a lot. I still need to get I got my secret skein this week photographed. I need to get my euphorbia. I need to get a better picture of the euphorbia. And there's a handful of things that need to be photographed. So I'm trying to be better about that and going out and taking pictures of myself, which is weird. I'm always hoping my neighbors aren't staring at me. So be it. In other news, I won a pattern. Soxy Nana Alice has a podcast, and she was having a giveaway, and I actually didn't even realize. I think that I commented on the video that she had posted, and I didn't realize it was like a giveaway. I'm trying to remember what I commented on, but it was like I didn't expect to win anything because I didn't know I was entering something to win. But she was giving away a couple patterns from a couple different. I got to choose between two pattern makers. I picked Dana Ray Makes. I think it's Dana Ray. I will link it down below, and it's called the Faux Crochet Hanging. So instead of macrame, it's faux crochet. So it's fake faux macrame. It's made of cotton, which I'm kind of hoping it doesn't have to be cotton. I know cotton is more sturdy and obviously more appropriate for wall hanging, but I kind of want to use like a mandala or some kind of acrylic. But mandala is kind of thin too, so it may not pan out. But I could, and it would just be smaller. But I don't have a lot of one color cotton. So it's like for the large one, it takes like 4, does it say? Oh, I didn't even. So I printed off just the pattern. So I don't even have like the information. I think the big one took 4 skeins of 400 grams. So 4 skeins of like cotton. The smaller one took maybe 2, I think. I'll put a picture in of the finished, with what the project page looks like, her Ravelry page. But it's super cute, and I want to decorate my room more. I really want to paint in here. I don't love this light blue color, but I can't even imagine how I would paint this room because I have this giant thing that I will never move. Even though we have talked about moving this out and putting this in our bedroom, because we have lots of books, and this is a book, technically a bookshelf. But then what would I put here? Would I put another one of these here? I have all my knickknacks. I don't know. But like if we ever did move this out, that would be the time that I would probably paint. And what color would it be? I would like a more neutral color. So maybe a gray. I don't know. A nice gray would be pretty. So, but this is the paint color the room came in. Like we haven't painted this room ever. So, but then I would love to have some more crochet hangings, and I'd like to like maybe hang my bags on the wall or something. I would love to reorganize this room, but I am way off topic here now. So yeah, this is the pattern I want. So I will link Soxy Nana's channel down. I will link what pattern this is. I will link everything. I think that's it. I always feel like I'm forgetting something because I always do end up forgetting something because I was supposed to talk about that pattern on Wednesday. And I try to make myself little notes, and then again, I forget. So hopefully that's everything. It's been a week, so it went pretty fast. Weekend's gonna be chill. Next week's gonna be pretty chill with spring break. So I will try and plan to record, but sometimes it gets hectic when the kids are here. So, but I should be fine. So I had to yell at them. This is actually my second recording of this clip because I had to yell at them to stop yelling. I'm in the middle of recording. All of a sudden I'm hearing Emily screaming. I'm like, this is great. So take 2, and they're fine. But yeah, I just have to give them warning. I'm like, hey, I'm making a video. You need to be quiet. So I plan to chill and knit, and like, I gotta get through this. Once I think I get the first sleeve done and I see that it fits and I see where my yarn is, maybe I'll feel better and the second sleeve will go faster, but then I gotta do the neckline. I'm tempted to stop the sleeve and just do the neckline because I really hate. Why do I make sweaters when I like hate all of it except for the body? Like the body part's fine, and then I get to the sleeves and picking up edges and I'm like, I hate all this. Why am I doing this? But here we are. Probably gonna have another of these by next week for some, just a hunch. It's like I'm getting into this weird, like I make something I like and then I make 20 of them and then I never make them again. So stay tuned for that. I know oh, actually I see some baby pink yarn right there. Oh, I see some possibilities. So anyway, oh, I really want to make one with mohair too. Oh, I don't have a lot of mohair, so that may not happen, but once again, I'm off on a tangent. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to end this clip. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say I hope everyone is enjoying the weather where they are. I'm hoping if you like the snow, I guess I hope you are enjoying this, but I'm like done with the snow. It's pretty. It looks pretty. It does look pretty. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want it anymore. I would have liked this on Christmas. Like it didn't even snow for Christmas. Like this would have been great on Christmas Day. Not today, March 22nd into spring. Bring on the sun and the flowers and, you know, the birds. Like, no, not this. So anyways, and if you are enjoying the weather, then more power to you, but I am not. I hope everyone has a great week and stay tuned for some other videos coming to the channel, and I hope you get to craft all the things.